Good morning. Today is Tuesday, and we are going to quickly discuss some literary devices, and I'm going to show you your assignment for today. So this might look kind of familiar. That was kind of my point. I'm going to post this in its entirety so you can actually use this. I'm not going to spend the whole time just going over this PowerPoint because you can go read it yourself. So this I'm going to post for you on Google Classroom. At school, my TV is broken, so I'm going to have to do the same too with my Group A kids. So it's no different than what's happening today. So as you click through this, you'll see just the different literary devices. Similes using like or as. So a metaphor comparing two things without using like or as. So the falling snowflakes are dancers. So you can see I basically give on this side your definition and on this side the examples. Symbols, personification, flashbacks. Now, I do realize in your narrative that you're writing for me, you might not need a flashback. That's okay. If you have one, good, and you'll include that in your assignment that we're getting ready to do. You have hyperboles, alliteration, imagery, onomatopoeia, irony, oxymoron, and idiom. So you're going to go through this and just view the PowerPoint. It's there to help you in case you just don't know of one of those literary devices, especially if you just don't know how to use it in your work. So you're going to go over here to this literary devices worksheet. So you're going to get a copy of it on Google Drive. So you are going to put in the example of your literary device in your paper. So for example, I just did one, a simile. So in my paper, I said on the first page of my paper, so I'm kind of still citing it. Now, I would have actually gone ahead and said like maybe paragraph number if I would have had that readily available. But I just said on the first page, I said, her tears were rolling like bowling balls down the lane. So because they were rolling like, that makes it a simile because it's comparing two things. So that's what you're going to do for each device. I will ask that you highlight these and highlight them in yellow, okay? And I'll add that on here too, just so that you know. So make sure to highlight your examples in yellow. And I'll highlight them in yellow just to help. But normally that at least lets it stand out a bit. Oh, I didn't do the whole word, did I? And it just lets you know, like, hey, this is where my simile is, or this is where my idiom is. So anyway, the whole point of today is that you're going back into your narrative and you are adding in some literary devices. You are also making sure that you're using lots of dialogue and that we're using it correctly. So if you're confused on how to use it correctly, a couple things you could do. One, ask me. I will totally help. Two, Google it. How to use dialogue is all over, so you can easily look on there. But just remembering that when you give dialogue, that you have to indent. So I hit tab, you give a quotation, and then I'm going to say, "Hi!" exclaimed Joe. And then I have to make sure I skip a line, and then I indent again. "Hey, bud, how's it going?" Lane asked. And then I skip a line again. So it's all skipping a line and making sure we indent. So today, you want to make sure that you're getting through your falling action because tomorrow I'm going to ask that you finish your resolution and then turn in your narrative. I just want to make sure that you are getting through what you need to get through. If you have any questions, ask me, of course. Oh, extra credit. So I'm going to give you just a little extra credit if you watched this. If you'll just shoot me an email, it doesn't have to be anything fancy, and just tell me how your day's going, how your week's going, and just tell me about how life right now is going for you. I'll give you a point of extra credit on your lowest grade. So that might help some of you that are watching the video to the end. So that's kind of my help. Yeah, so I hope that today goes well for you. So remember today, watch the video, you did, then do your literary devices and work on your narrative, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be on my computer today, obviously, because my TV's broken too, so I can't do a lot. in terms of presenting. So let me know if you need anything, guys. I will talk to you later.